Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Elizabeth here at Lizzie Loves Life, and today I'm going to share a baby products that I regret buying video. So these are products from baby to early infant toddler stage that I purchased, tried out, and they did not work for me and my baby. So if you're interested in seeing those products that I would not recommend you guys buy, then keep watching. So I have a 3.5-year-old now, but there are definitely some baby products and things I thought were great ideas. I was definitely going to try them out that just didn't work for us. So the first thing here, I have a couple of them. It is like the baby proofing kind of stuff. So I have those magnetic child locks. So the one I think I got was from Zamboli or Zamboni or something. I will have a picture of it, but it comes with like a little magnet that you stick on the back of your cabinet door. Then there's like the key that you can kind of unhook on that side. One of them was horrible, did not have enough stickiness for it. It wasn't the 3M kind of command hook stickiness on the back. It was something way cheaper. Kept falling off. There was another one that would do it and pull, and it just wasn't working. And then you have this little key that's just one that you can lose it, but the fact that like you could pull it and it kept falling off was kind of insane and annoying. So we actually, instead of that, use these child locks, which are like perfect for knobs or bars. We actually use them for both two different kind of drawers here in my house. Highly recommend them. There's ones that have the pinchers to pull it out on the outside. However, my toddler now at 3.5 can figure out how to remove those. So I recommend these as well that are the inside pinchers. And that one's a little bit more tricky for toddlers. So have your pick of those, but don't get those magnetic ones. They don't work, they don't stick, just hot mess. The other kind of baby-proof child lock were these oven child locks. These were so dumb. So they are like little plastic locks. You had to pop out your oven knobs. So these are the gas knobs or whatever knobs you have to kind of turn on your stove top. So that was something I was like, that's a great idea. But they would keep popping out the actual, because of the plastic would go in between where your actual knob and the oven would be. So it would keep popping those out every now and then. And also it drawed more attention to the oven than when I didn't have them on. So I noticed my toddler would keep going to that way, trying to play with those plastic things because it was bulky. It didn't look good. It was bulky, drawing my toddler's attention to it, popping off. Hot mess express. I recommend just not getting anything up for them and just paying attention when your toddler does go in the kitchen. But those were hot mess, didn't work, kept popping off, and super annoying. These next things are something that is actually highly recommended on YouTube that I've noticed and with moms are the net food feeders. So I liked the silicone ones. They had a couple of holes of it. The mesh net ones were so difficult to clean, and that is why I despised it. I despised it because you would even like turn it out, and I remember just like strawberries, all the mushy gunk that the baby doesn't eat would get all inside of it, be super hard to clean, could never fully clean it. The silicone ones are so much easier to clean out, so definitely recommend those over those net mesh food feeders. Two things from a very popular brand, Frida Baby. I was not a fan of the nose suckers or the nose, whatever these called, nose Fridas. I just despised the thought of it. I know the boogies never come into your mouth. It just was a weird concept, and it was something kind of tricky to put it in the nose and then suck. Like, I wanted something a little faster than that. So what I recommend instead of the nose Frida are the electric snot suckers, which we have one of those, or the old-fashioned bulb syringes, the little squeezer ones that you get at the hospital. I have a set of 3. I even purchased for baby number 2 for her babiness, but I definitely recommend checking out those because it's way quicker, easier to do, easy cleanup, all that stuff. The bulb ones, just throw it away after they're done being like that thick, or if it gets full, you can squirt the boogies out and stuff, but they're so cheap. After a couple days, just pitch it, get a new one. That's what I recommend over the Nose Frida. And the other thing was the Frida Baby Accurate Dose Medicine Passy. And this was a good, interesting concept as well, where it's a pacifier and then you have like a hole for the medicine to go in. I thought that was a super neat idea. It just was a hot mess when my baby was sick. When he was sick and we did that, he wouldn't hold the passy in his mouth long enough for me to do it. One, because there's a hole for air, all that kind of stuff. And it just was a hot mess. The medicine would go through it or leak through it, what have you. I will say for this, I haven't tried this one out yet, but I did purchase this little Medi bottle kind of thing. It looks like a small little baby bottle that is good for baby medicine like that. So I'm going to try that out for you guys, this baby, and let you guys know how that goes. But I'm going to try this new kind of Medi bottle out and let you guys know about that. Next thing here are the Nipple Shields. So I purchased so many different sizes of these. They recommended it for like when you're just starting to breastfeed, help the baby latch, all that kind of stuff. It just kept falling off of my breasts, weren't working. He wasn't latching better for it. I bought so many different sizes. Like I said, it just didn't really work for me. So if it works for you, props, but these just were an epic fail for me. I have two things for the bathtub. The first is the Boon drain cover. So this is like a little cute little starfish that is recommended to put over the bathtub drain so that they wouldn't kind of play with the bathtub drain and let the water out, get their fingers caught, what have you. This actually, another thing, drew attention to it, and my son would just keep putting with the thing. Once I removed the starfish from his vicinity and knowledge and looking at it, he didn't mess with bathtub drain. So it's up to you and your little one, but this just didn't work for my family. The next thing are those bath squirt toys, the ones that have the holes in it, and I bought so many of them. And you see so many things on YouTube and like just social media in general of how nasty and how much mold those holes in those bath toys really get up. I do have a couple of Disney ones that don't have the squirt aspect of it, but you really can't clean those. They do really get moldy. I've seen the tip of put some hot glue in the holes so the water doesn't get through it. Too much work for me. But yeah, just squirt bath toys in general, just get rid of them. There's so many other kind of bath toys and things your baby could play with in the bathtub or pool, whatever. We just don't do those anymore. So yeah, definitely skip on those. I also have on here the Summer Infant Complete Kit. So this came with like a hairbrush, nail filer, a comb, a pacifier, like all these weird kind of medical safety tools that you think you need. You don't need everything in this kit. And I think a lot of the stuff in this kit you can buy separately for what you do need. I do recommend the brush. I do recommend the comb. I recommend different kind of nail clippers. These are the ones that I highly recommend. We still use them now. I plan on using them for baby girl as well. So I don't recommend getting the gigantic kit. It's kind of like an easy thing to put on your baby registry when you're new, kind of don't know what you need, but I don't really think you need all that kind of stuff in there. Just a couple things. There's so many things that I just threw away and never used. Another thing for the bath time is bath crayons. I got to the honey bath crayons. These were very fun for my son to play with, I will say. They're non-toxic, all that kind of stuff, made of honey, beeswax, what have you. So difficult to remove from the bathtub. If you do not clean it immediately when they are done with their bath time, it is scrub work. Like, you need some elbow grease to get this stuff off of your bathtubs. Just don't recommend it at all. So I recommend shaving cream with a little bit of food coloring in there if you want your kids to be artsy in the bathtub, but not these bath crayons. Don't recommend it. Another thing is kind of when they're a little bit older is a water cup. This is from Zoli. This is their straw sippy cups. I bought this the same time I bought the Munchkin straw cup. The Zoli one is just not where it's at. It broke, it leaked so much too. Like you could turn it upside down and it would just, I remember it leak. My son had a hard time drinking out of it, but the Munchkin ones worked so much better. Definitely check those out if you're interested. And then last thing in here, I threw 3 products for potty training, pottiness for older toddlers. Most people, I think, kind of start potty training around 2 years old. That's kind of when we did it. So these 3 items are things that I tried. I purchased a lot of different potty seats and potties and all that kind of stuff. So the first thing I want to talk to you about is the OXO travel potty, and this is one that I have mom friends who love and use it all the time. Didn't work for us. The bag situation with him pointing his penis down, all that kind of stuff, just never really worked out for us. It caused a lot of mess, to the point I just got tired of it. The seat itself, it says it can sit on like a potty. You can stretch it out, and it has like adjustable things to sit on a potty, and that never really worked. It was kind of uneven for me and my son, so I don't recommend you guys check that out. I also got this foldable potty seat, and it did work for some time because my little one is so little, didn't want to hold himself up. It was something that you can prop your kid on, fold it up, and that way they can go potty on a big potty instead of use the big adult seat when you're in public. But I found it's just easier to hold your kid up on the potty versus having to buy a little extra kind of potty seat for that. I did like it. It was portable and foldable as well. It has a little bag for it, so I just had Clorox wipes and stuff to wipe it down and put it back in my diaper bag. But I think looking back, it's something that I used for such a short amount of time on special occasions that it's not a necessity. I wouldn't tell you guys you need to go run out and get it. It's something you need for potty training. Just hold your kid and you'll be good to go. The other thing is the Summer Infant My Size Potty. And I thought this would be such a good idea to get because it kind of looks like a potty but for like toddlers. And the most annoying thing is the flushing aspect of it. It's just annoying. They just want to play with it. And the top of the back of the seat comes off as well, just like it does in a normal potty, which you wouldn't think is annoying, but that's all they want to do is just play with it. They don't want to sit and just do their business and go. They just want to play, and that's just not needed for potty time, if you know what I mean. So I recommend these Munchkin potties. These are perfect because you can also use them as a seat, and you can also use them, and they have a lid on it, so you can have them in your car, what have you. Have the little potty bowl that you can dump all that kind of stuff. But these are what I recommend. We use them now every now and then as step stools for him to get on big potties versus wanting to go always in the little potty to clean. There's one in his room. These are our favorites. I highly recommend these. You don't need anything flashy that looks like a real potty or anything like that. They know what it is. So just my little advice to you guys on that front. But that is everything for the products that I regret buying and my new suggestions for you guys. Let me know if there's a baby product or toddler product that you despise or regret buying, if you have an alternative for that product, in the comments down below, and I will talk to you guys in my next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Stumbling out of bed, and I still got you in my head. From all those pretty words you said, it's like I'm wasted. Every time I see your face, I'm losing track of time and space. I don't know where I am, it's like I'm wasted, and I won't waste it. And